Ranking the best wide receivers in Madden 24. We are back here with our first wide receiver tier list update of Madden 24. And before we rank the new cards, we got to go ahead and change up the tier list a little bit. And really, there's only a couple things that I want to change. I think almost everyone comes down a single tier. I'm going to keep George Pickens still in S right now. I think by the time we can officially get him, he probably will go ahead and drop for me. And I am going to go ahead and move Devin, Hester, and Chad into A. I still think they are really, really good. I just think with some of the receivers we are going to cover today, there are some new S tier options. Now, the first card we got right here is 80 overall Ronde Moore. He has 84 speed, does not hit 80 for a single route running. Not hitting 80 for a single route running holds the card back, but I'm going to go ahead and put him D tier, not F tier, just because he is slightly fast. After that, we get 81 overall Ronnie Bell right here with 85 speed, hits 80s for short and medium route running. I think this right here is a really nice budget option, 6 foot height as well. And obviously can't get any crazy abilities or anything, but Ronnie Bell for me is going to rank a tier above Ronde Moore. Again, think he's a really good budget option, going to go in the C tier for me. I think Campus Heroes was such a good drop, man. Taekwon Thornton right here is such a good receiver, currently going for 13K. I think he's probably the best budget card in the game, period. Taekwon Thornton though, 87 speed, 85 acceleration, 6'2" at an 81 overall. That is so crazy. Also 84 deep route running. If you have a coach that pluses 1 to deep route running, he is a great receiver, man. He really is, and I really enjoy using this card. He's better than a lot of receivers in the game, in my opinion. I think he's still usable. If you watch the MCS, Gabagol used him as one of his slot receivers, and in certain offenses, you really only need the deep route running, which Taekwon Thornton for me is going to be top end of this B tier. I really, really like him. Again, I think he's one of the best budget cards in the game. I don't really want to put him A with Hester and Chad because Hester and Chad really have all the route runnings, but I think he is top end of this B tier. And right after that, we do get Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 6'3" height. I think, again, this is still a good budget option. I think Taekwon Thornton is better, but he's not a bad budget option. Also, it's 80 for short route running, hits 70 for medium and deep. I'm going to put him literally right by Ronnie Bell. I think very similar things to them. Yeah, he's going top into the C tier. After that, we get Isaiah McKenzie with 84 speed, 85 acceleration, hits 80 for short, medium, and deep route running. I don't love his 5'8" height, but all the way around, really solid route running, solid speed as well. For me, again, I think he's a pretty okay receiver in the game. Gonna go in the C tier for me. After that, we get Christian Watson. I'm a big fan of this card. 6'4" height, love the tall receivers, 85 speed on him, hits that 85 tier for short route running. You could go ahead, again, strat card, get his deep route running up, or you could get his medium route running up to hit 80s across the board for route running. And I really think this Christian Watson card, man, was amazing. For me, I don't know if this is overrating him. I kind of want to put him A tier. Is that a bad place for him? I don't know if I should put him top in a B or if I should put him A. I'm going to go ahead and put him top in a B right now. Right after that, we get Robert Woods with 84 speed, hits 80s across the board for route running, 6 foot height. For me, Robert Woods, 84 speed, 80s across the board for route running. I'm going to put him top on the C. And something I'm debating on doing, Cooper Kupp is slow right now. He is a little bit slower. I still think he's B because he hits 285s for route running, which I do think the route running is important. So I'm still going to leave him B, but he's kind of in like a C plus type of range. After that, we get Lazard, 6'5" height, really like the tall receivers, 83 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 short route running, 85 medium. So kind of, again, kind of like Cooper Kupp, just 6'5". I am putting him, this is the difference between him and Cooper Kupp in my opinion. I think he's top in the B, and Cooper Kupp is more like bottom in the B. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think they deserve to be on the same tiers. I think Lazard is just a little bit better because he is taller. After that, we get Marvin Jones, 82 speed, hits 80s across the board for route running, and certain strat cards can boost him up to 85 short route running. For me, Marvin Jones is going to rank a tier below Robert Woods for me. I don't man. I'm actually going to put him at the back end of the C tier. It's like he has the route runnings. He just doesn't really have the speed. And I think he's better than everyone in this D tier. And after that, we get Brandon Cooks that is now up to, I believe, an 86. So pretty much all his stats get plus by 1. He's 87 speed now. It's 85 deep route running now. 5'10" height, 87 speed. I think he's like, okay, you might think this is a bad spot for him, but I'm putting him right by Taekwon Thornton. I think you could see very similar things with both of these cards, and I think Taekwon Thornton at times can even play better. After that, we get Brandon Aiyuk with 85 speed, 86 acceleration, hits that 85 tier for short route running, 83 medium, 81 deep, so 80s across the board for route running. Again, a pretty solid card right here. Is he worth his 131K price? Probably not, but I am willing to put him B. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for him. After that, we get Quinn Johnston right here with 85 speed, 85 medium route running, 6'4" height. I think he is very similar to Christian Watson. So I'm going to go ahead and put him literally right by Christian Watson. I like this card. I think he, again, is a really good option in this B tier. After that, we get Josh Downs right here. Has 84 speed, hits that 85 tier for short route running, and you could get the medium up to 85 as well. 84 speed, 85 short route running. I think he is a little bit better than, say, Ronnie Bell. So again, I'm going to go ahead and have him in slightly in the B tier. You know, he's more like bottom end by like Cooper Kupp. I think Quinn Johnston and Christian Watson are better. Right after that, we get Christian Kirk, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. It's that 85 tier for short running, 80 medium, 80 deep, 5'11" height. And Christian Kirk is someone that I think is actually a really solid card. For me though, once again, I think he is like top into this B tier. I really like him. There are so many, I think, good options in this B tier with the new cards we got. And at the same time, you have people like Josh Reynolds, DK that just have really good player mod. Like there are so many options in this B tier. It's kind of a crazy mix of players, but I like it. All right, now after that, we get Drake London. Drake London has 84 speed, 87 acceleration. It's that 85 tier for short running, 80 medium, 80 deep, and is 6'4". I think him and Christian Watson, it is so like him compared to Christian Watson, I think it's like neck and neck, right? I think there are reasons to run both of them. Christian Watson is 1 speed point faster. Drake London, again, I'm putting him right by Christian Watson. For a while, I think he was right here, but now that we got super fast players in the game, that's why he's like, it kind of made Christian Watson and him even closer with the new cards we got. So I'm willing to put him in the B tier again. And again, I think these two cards are two of the better ones in B. Now we got Jerry Rice right here. This card for a while, easy S tier. Now, I don't know, we're gonna have to see, but 87 speed, 85 acceleration, hits 85 for short and medium route running, does not hit it for deep. And also he's 6'2". I love that. And now we get some good abilities finally. He can get slot apprentice. He can go ahead and get mid and elite. I love this Jerry Rice card. I think he is really good. It's just not hitting the deep route running threshold. For me, I'm gonna put him A, but if your offense does not require him to run deep, I think he's S, like easy S. But since he does not hit 85 deep route running, I'm gonna put him A. After that, we get Juju right here. Juju, 87 speed, 86 acceleration, hits 85 for short, medium. If you have the right strat card, I think this card can be S tier. Also 6'1" height. From an ability standpoint though, he can go ahead and get slot apprentice, matchup nightmare, outside apprentice. If you have a deep route running strat card, I think he is an S tier receiver in the game. I think he's actually really good. For me, based on the card stock though, I'm gonna put him right by Jerry Rice in A. And again, it just really depends on what strat card you have. There are a ton of good ones, like say you're running the man one. It makes sense. But if you plus 1 deep route running, I think he's right here. After that, we get Jalen Hyatt, 87 speed, 89 acceleration, hits 85 short running, 90 medium route running, 88 deep. And he's 6 foot height as well. I always thought he was like 5'9", like really short. But him compared to Jerry Rice, I think he just beats him because of the route running. And also when we take a look at his abilities, right? He can get mid and elite. He can get outside apprentice. He can get slot apprentice. 3 really great abilities in this game. For me, this is an easy choice for me. Jalen Hyatt is going to be in this S tier, and I think he's one of the best receivers in the game. After that, we get Devante Smith, aka Slim Reaper right here. 87 speed, 88 acceleration, hits 85s across the board for route running, 6 foot height as well. And also when you take a look at his abilities, he can get slot apprentice, outside apprentice, matchup nightmare. And something that I think is slept on is this max security X factor. I know a lot of people don't think it's good. Last year would help like beat the press, kind of like short out elite, or like double me would. And I know it's only like on 3 plays. Is it worth running 2 AP for that? You know, I don't know, but I probably avoid it. I'd probably stick with like the slot apps and like the apprentices that you need in this game. I'm going to put him like top end of this A tier again, and he hits the route runnings I'm looking for. I just simply think Hyatt, Pickens, and other cards we're going to cover are better. So that's why he's A tier, not S tier for me. After that, we get ISM right here, Amir Smith Marset, 86 speed, 88 acceleration, hits 85s across the board for route running, 6'1" height, and also from an ability standpoint, gets slot apprentice. Again, I think he's like worse than Devante Smith though. He's a little bit slower. And when I say a little bit, I mean 1 speed point. So he's going to be A tier as well for me. Rasheed Rice and ISM are essentially the same card, and they both get Chiefs theme team too. I think that's kind of funny, but 86 speed, 88 acceleration, hits 85s across the board for route running, and from an ability standpoint, guess what? Gets slot apprentice. So I'm putting him literally wherever you have ISM, you got to have Rasheed Rice. So for me, they're going right by each other. I think if there's a receiver that you're going to disagree with me on, I think it might be this man right here, Brian Finneran. So Brian Finneran is 6'5", 210. has 86 speed. That is some, like, I don't want to say it's one of the lowest we covered, but it's not the fastest. He's not blazing speed. It's 85s across the board for route running and 90 medium route running. Also has 87 beat press. And when we take a look at his abilities, right, he can go ahead and get slot apprentice, outside apprentice, short out elite, mid and elite. I honestly think Brian Finneran is the best receiver in the game. I do. I still do. Even with the card we're about to cover, I think Brian Finneran is better. Even on my Dolphins team, I think Brian Finneran has been the best receiver for me. I think you simply cannot press Brian Finneran. I get he's a little bit slower, but that's 6'5" height. It was true last year. I think it's true again this year. The taller receivers just get open better, especially beating the press as well. He has just been so good for me. He is the perfect outside receiver for me in this game. And after that, we got Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek Hill, new fastest player in the game, not even close. 90 speed. The only people that will match him on a theme team would be like some of the corners like Cromartie. But then again, at the same time, if you have Tyreek Hill on a theme team, no one matches him, and he's +2 speed advantage on anyone. This card though hits 85s across the board for route running, 5'9" height. I do think at times he can get jammed up on the line of scrimmage pretty good, but other times he just blows right by people. 86 release or beat press as well. And from an ability standpoint, he can now get slot apprentice, outside apprentice. I think he is still an S tier wide receiver. For me, I just really like Brian Finneran a lot. I think he might be better in the slot than Brian Finneran, and Brian Finneran is just a really great outside receiver. He's number 2 for me. He's my number 2 receiver. And finally, right here, we get Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen, 87 speed, hits 85s across the board for route running, 6'2" height as well. You could have this card in a lot of different places. You could have him bottom in the best or top in the A. I'm gonna lean top in of A for me. I like all these receivers more than him. I'm gonna have my top 4 receivers in S right now. And yeah, boys, this has been my thought on the wide receiver position in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. You can have a lot different opinions than me. There are a ton of great receivers in the game right now. If you're rocking anyone in the A tier, even the B tier, I think there are phenomenal receivers, phenomenal value there. Just let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this video though, you want to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys want to see me use some of these cards live, maybe you're not a believer in Brian Finneran. Well, you should be. Make sure to check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. Now, if you don't feel like heading over to Twitch and you want another video to watch, check out the Brian Finneran gameplay. I'm telling you, he's insane.